There are many amazing things about living in Costa Rica, but it is not all shamrocks and leprechauns and... No, wait a second, I'm thinking of Ireland. All kidding aside, let's check out beautiful Costa Rica. So as you can see, it's a beautiful place, and as you probably already know, Costa Rica is quite amazing. I just wanted to share some of the major issues I have with Costa Rica. And I'm gonna just tell you right off the bat, one major issue that I have. I love being able to go outside, and this is what is a bummer about Canadian winters and a bummer about some or a lot of areas in Costa Rica. I like being able to walk out my door, hopping onto my bicycle, or just going for a hike without having to do much. I don't like to have to overplan things. On the same note, the road conditions. There's a few good highways, but there are also a lot of side roads that are very rough around the edges, bumpy roads, so something to be prepared for. And then weather-wise, you are going to get rainy seasons, so you have to be mindful of when you're visiting. And if you're going to go for an extended period of time, you're going to run into potentially some issues around the infrastructure, especially if you're wandering around by car. The second big issue that I haven't heard people talk about this very much, but in two places that we stayed, ants were a major annoyance. They were constantly coming into our Airbnbs, so that's a problem, right? Nobody wants to put up with that. So my big suggestion there is you have to be very thoughtful about where you stay. If you're squeamish about insects or lizards or iguanas being around, you're going to want to stay in very specific spots, such as condos, higher floors, second floor, third floor of a building, very well renovated or modern homes. You have to look for that if you're not a fan of ants and insects and lizards and stuff like that in your home. So that's a big one. Thirdly, the cost of living, and it's an issue, I suppose, in Costa Rica compared to some countries. So if you're looking to go to a warm place and you've got a lot of flexibility, maybe Costa Rica is not your place for an extended period of time. But if you have a moderate or average North American or European, whatever, income, if you're from Australia and you want to go to Costa Rica, and you've got some savings or you've got retirement, pension, whatever, you're going to be fine, particularly if you just know how to budget a little bit and take some time to look around for where you're going to live or stay, if you're going to go for a longer period of time or try to live there or retire there. You'll have to do some homework on that. But for the most part, there are certain ways you can save money and you can enjoy some local food. Rent is just actually comparable to what you might find in Canada. So that's something to be aware of. If you're really trying to save or go somewhere that's really, truly less expensive than Canada, you may find it's almost like equal instead of being better. But with a little bit of work, you might find that you can do it for less as well. All right. So there you go, folks. I hope that's helpful, and all the best.